Shaquille O'Neal joining us on the program. Do you watch pro football, Shaq?
Hello, Daniel Fitzgerald Patrick. How are you, sir?
Shaquille Bartholomew O'Neal. I'm great.
Daniel Frederick Patrick. How are you, brother?
I'm good. Do you watch football?
I'm a Cowboys fan.
Ooh.
And Giants. I'm a Cowboys/Giants fan.
Did you play football at all in high school? Did your dad allow you to?
Yes, I actually started out playing football. I was a hell of a tight end because, I have wonderful hands. My hands are impeccable, and I like to punish people. But then a guy your size hit me in my knee one day. I was all bummed out, and then my dream came true. I'm sitting on the couch, and John Concac signs for $15 million for 3 years. I was like, I could make $5 million doing the basketball thing. I think I'm going to switch up now.
So John Concac of the Atlanta Hawks signs that deal, and you're going, I got a future here.
Yes. True story.
When did you realize?
It's a true story. Because you know what? I always wanted to be like Ed Too Tall Jones and the Refrigerator Perry. Big guy, move around, make a lot of noise, very physical. And those are the guys that I look after. But when I seen John Concac sign a contract and then play, and I was like, you know what? I think I could be as good as him, maybe even a little better. If he's making 5, I think I can get about 5.3.
But in all honesty, had you stayed with football?
Probably no, probably not.
You don't think you could play in the NFL?
But I used to love putting on the pads. I used to love going through defensive drills. I used to love trying to, knock the wind out of people. And, football was my thing. But again, John Concac, when I saw that, I was like, I can really make that type of money doing this. I mean, because, I knew that if it wasn't for sports, I wasn't going to go to college, buddy. I probably would have ended up joining the Army like my father. And that was my plan B. After high school, if things didn't go right, just join the military. Because for me, the military was a good life. They gave you a house. You could get up at 6, be home by 4. I was like, I could pull this off.
If not LSU, where would you have gone to play basketball?
If not LSU, the 5 schools I visited, I went to North Carolina State, UNLV, Louisville, and LSU. I'm gonna probably say if I wouldn't have went to LSU, I probably would have, because I'm such a mama's boy, probably would have ended up with Tom Pinters at the University of Texas. That's about an hour from San Antonio.
You got the Warriors undefeated. They visit the Lakers on Tuesday night. The chance for an upset here is what?
Probably very slim, but this is. I can see Kobe trying to come out and say, what? A lot of people think I'm done. Let me just give him one last miraculous game. And I think if it's close, I think he's going to start feeling something that, he hasn't felt in a long time, and I think he's going to go for it. But I think if the Warriors come out and do what they're supposed to be, it's not going to ever be close.
Who do you compare Steph Curry to?
You know what? I was thinking about this last night. He's a higher level white chocolate.
So Jason Williams
was a little guard. Yeah, Jason Williams. White chocolate was a level guard, and white chocolate didn't shoot the volume of threes that he did, but every now and then when he pulled up from deep and it went in, the crowd used to go crazy. But the handle is the same. Steph likes to make that behind the back pass. And I was trying to compare it to somebody, and I was like, I don't know who, but I was on the internet last night, and they showed some Jason Williams highlights. I was like, you know what? He's like a Jason White Chocolate times 10.
I was watching the same highlights of Jason Williams, Shaq. I forgot he did all those crazy things. Like, those are things you do in a pickup game. He was doing those in the NBA.
Yeah, he was. What's crazy? He's my neighbor in Orlando. Every now and then when I take the kids to the YMCA, he's still doing the same stuff. I'm like, Jason, sit down, man. Sit down.
He's taking lunch money from guys at the Y.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I watched those videos and I went, man, I forgot how entertaining he was.
Yeah, he was a great player.
But
a lot of those guys at the Y be Shaq in the fool. They're like, Shaq, come on, play. I'm like, nope.
When's the last time you played?
I tried to play with my son this summer, 4th of July weekend, and on the court, I had a couple moments, and I had a fast break, and I dunked and all that. I was like, okay, I can still play if I wanted to. But the next morning, Daniel, I crawled to every icy hot product in my medicine cabinet. I was like, I need the back rub. I need the D sleeve.
Oh, you needed a full body of icy hot.
Yeah, I did. So
man,
I haven't played since July.
Did you love playing basketball though?
It wasn't that I love playing basketball. I love entertaining people. Right after the John contact thing, and my father saw I was starting to get serious. He took me to a couple of Spurs games. He takes me to one Spurs game, and it was an awful game. But prior to the game, he didn't have money, so he had to borrow it from one of the neighbors. So he was mad that he borrowed the money from the neighbor, and the game was terrible. So on the way back, he turned the radio off. He grabbed me by my shirt, and he said, if you ever make it big time, they charge us hard-working people all this damn money to come watch you guys play. Make sure you put on a show. So I had more fun putting on a show, making people say, you know what, these guys make a lot of money. We're paying a lot of money, but that Shaq gave us a show. So I think I had more fun doing that all-star game, pulling out gadgets, diving in the stands, arguing with people in Sacramento and, seeing people on the street and, taking pictures with them and stuff like that. That's probably the only thing I miss about the game.
The big podcast with Shaq at podcast1.com. This week, Jay Moore joins the show. Recent episodes have Jimmy Fallon and Ronda Rousey. We're talking to Shaquille O'Neal. Can you see a scenario? We're looking at Peyton Manning now, where there's a report that he wants to play again next year, even if it's not in Denver. What's Kobe's future? Can you see where he would play elsewhere for another year if the Lakers don't want him? What do you think?
I don't know. It's hard for the super athlete late in their career to show normality. It just doesn't look right. Like when you see Peyton Manning and Kobe have a bad game, it just doesn't look right. It just doesn't feel right. And the only thing we can go to is, it's over for them. They need to give it up. But superstar athletes, we always think we can play again. For example, like if I wouldn't have ripped my Achilles, I had a 2-year deal in Boston. I would have came back that last year. But again, like even when I was out there playing, just getting 6 and 8 points, I felt like I was cheating the people. So hopefully those guys make the best decision for themselves on the team. But it just doesn't look right when a superstar athlete comes down to earth. Like when you see Kobe on a break and he lays it up instead of dunks, or when you see him shoot 2 air balls in the same game, just doesn't look right. Just doesn't feel right.
Should this be his last year?
I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to say because when I did rip my Achilles and found out I wasn't going to play ever again, I was kind of down, buddy. I think if I wouldn't have got that call from TNT, I probably would have been down a couple of months because it's just. We used to getting up at 8, eating breakfast, practice from 10 to 12, come home, watch stuff, and then if you got a big game, you got to go back out and get to the gym and get some more shots. Like when you retire, you have nothing.
Were you worried about depression?
I didn't want to throw the D word out there because I know it's a serious problem for some people, and I don't think I really know what that is, but let's just say I was really, really down. I was really down because I'm in my house, ain't got nothing to do. I got the cast on, and I'm just sitting there. And then, between me and you, my last year, I was gonna set up like the whole Shaq tour thing because I wanted to go out like Kareem. I played 20 years. I wanted to go to arenas, get there early, and have people tell stories about me. And prior to that, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play this year. Then I'm gonna think about the Shaq tour, and then I'm gonna think about what I'm gonna do after that. But it all came so quick, and my plan wasn't in place. I was like, man, what am I gonna do now? I would just wake up every day and just look at the lake and go to ESPN and watch the highlights and go to NBA TV and go to YouTube and look at my old clips. I was a mess, and then I got that golden call. Shaq and Bartlett, man, wake up here and tell him, man. I'm like, what? Shaq and Bartlett, man, come up here and tell him, man. Did you like that Barkley impression?
That's solid.
That's terrible.
But you're still in the league. I mean, you're still playing in the league, even though you suit up in a different way. That's what TNT gave you. I mean, basketball gave you structure again.
Yeah, it did. So I wasn't expecting a call, but they called and said, "Hey, you want to try this out?" And I was like, "Yeah," and it keeps me around the game and keeps me upbeat. But if it wasn't for that call, Dan, I don't know what I'd be. I mean, of course I'd be working, but when it ended so abruptly for me, I wasn't really, you could always say, "Oh, I'm prepared. I got this, I got that," but when it happens, buddy, it's a whole new shocking experience. So I don't know if I'll say, "Hey, man, you're averaging 18 points rather than 29. You should quit," because once you have that press conference and have that ceremony, it ain't really no coming back. Even though a lot of people do come back, but once you have that, buddy, I mean, it's over. It's over. It's over. You like that echo?
Yes. Hey, great to talk to you again. We got Barkley on tomorrow.
I just want to say to you, brother, you got a fabulous show, and you do an excellent job in movies. I'm actually quite jealous that you're 6 times the better actor than I am.
Maybe three times. Maybe 3 times, not 6 times.
No, 6 times. You're really good. Like, you make me forget, like, that's Dan Patrick. The job you did in the last movie we did together, oh, man, that was classic.
But, Shaq, wait till you see me as Abe Lincoln in this new movie.
You got a new...
Yeah.
Adam put you in the movie and didn't call me? Thanks a lot, Adam.
I'm Abe Lincoln in the new movie.
Oh, that's awesome.
But you know how it ends. No, you know how it ends for Abe.
Oh. And who's in the studio with you?
Who's in with me? Let's see. It's got Sandler's, Rob Schneider.
No, not the movie.
What?
Not the movie. Who's in the studio with you?
Right now?
Yeah.
I got the Danettes.
And what's their names?
Seton, Paulie, Fritzy, and McLovin.
Oh, yeah, McLovin, Jonathan, and Thomas. What's up, fellas?
Wow. Yeah, I got the boys here. They're more famous than the current Lakers starting lineup.
Oh.
Wow. What?
Lowblow.com.
Whoa.
Lowblow.com.
Thank you, Shaq.
All right, buddy.
He is Shaquille Bartholomew O'Neal.